He was just a 14-year-old boy. He loved jokes, dreamed about the future, and believed in kindness. But one day erased it all. His name was Emmett Till. What they did to him remains a bloodstain on America's history. If you want to understand the birth of the civil rights movement, subscribe now, because stories like this must never be forgotten. And now, the horrifying truth about the case that shook the world. 1955, the backwoods town of Money, Mississippi. Here, Jim Crow's unwritten laws still reign. A black boy couldn't even glance at a white woman, but Emmett Till, a teenager from Chicago, didn't know that. Or maybe he refused to believe it. He walks into a store, and within seconds, his life becomes a nightmare. What did he actually do? Whistle? Smile? Say, "Bye, missus"? We'll never know the full truth. But one thing is certain, that moment cost him everything. Do you think a child deserved to die for a sound? Comment below. Emmett Louis Till was born in 1941, raised in Chicago, a city where black people could at least breathe easier. His mother, Mamie Till Mobley, a schoolteacher, shielded him from the South's racism. He was cheerful, outgoing, loved telling jokes. But in summer 1955, she sent him to visit relatives in Mississippi for fresh air. She didn't know she was signing his death warrant. August 24th, 1955, Emmett and his cousin enter Bryant's store. He buys gum, turns to Carolyn Bryant, the owner's wife, and here the darkness begins. She claimed he grabbed her, whistled, and said something vulgar. But other witnesses said he had a stutter and accidentally made a whistling sound. Either way, in the South, that was enough. 3 days later, he was kidnapped. August 28th, 2:30 a.m., Roy Bryant and his half-brother J.W. Milam storm into the house where Emmett slept. They drag him out at gunpoint. All night they beat him, broke his bones, gouged out an eye. Then they tied him to a cotton gin fan with barbed wire and dumped him in the river. When his body surfaced, they only identified him by his father's initial ring. The trial lasted 5 days. Carolyn Bryant lied under oath. The all-white jury, friends of the killers, deliberated for 67 minutes. Verdict: not guilty. The acquitted men sold interviews bragging about teaching the uppity Negro a lesson. Mamie Till Mobley demanded an open casket. Let the world see what they did to my boy. Photos of Emmett's mutilated body circled the globe. Within 100 days, Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat, sparking the Montgomery bus boycott. Martin Luther King Jr. rose to lead the civil rights movement. In 2022, Congress finally made lynching a federal crime. But Emmett never got justice. He was 14. He loved ice cream and baseball. He could have been a scientist, a musician, a father, but they killed him.